Hey boys and girls, what colour do you call that car? I love Rosie. If I want to see 2 million and something views, not 2,145. This is gonna surprise some. I don't know what's happened to James, but I hope he's okay. Yes, it's completely true. This Percy collection is being given away on my YouTube channel. Some of these Percys have a bit of a history with me and are seen on some of my more popular videos. I know that one certainly is. Let me drift away from the box of toys there because I'd like to clarify how you can enter this giveaway and how I am managing it. Well, okay, here's my video manager on my YouTube channel. Here are my recent uploads. The top one here for the moment is the Percy giveaway. Let's see who's entered by looking at the comments. Okay, here's the comments as I see them. I'm looking at them through the video manager. I'm not looking at the comments via the video as you would be seeing them. There's a held for review tab. There is the likely spam tab. At the moment these are empty, but they were quite full this morning. Let me go back to publish comments. I can filter how I see the comments by either looking at it as a top comment or as newest comment. Let's just look at these as newest comment. Okay, so under the newest comments, the last comment I can see here is by Griffin Jones. It's telling me 59 minutes ago, so obviously everyone's asleep at the moment. I'm not asleep because I'm in Australia. There's Mr. Conductor Fan there, and he's replied to him. I said something back to him, and he's replied to me. Noticing the slowest internet in the world here, because I'm in Australia. Going down, we can see lots of comments. There's a lot of excitement around this because it's a giveaway, and it's the first time I'm trying a giveaway with linked comments. In the fact that there's basically a video link in the comment to enter. Now let me show you some of the problems that are occurring and how hopefully I can educate you to avoid getting, well, basically hidden by the comment fog. And as we scroll down, we can see a fair bit of fog going on. Well, the first person who landed an entry is actually hidden away here, but I didn't see the entry because it was done as a reply comment to the thing that gets put out as I put up a video which has all of the spam tags there, or whatever they're called. I hate them. I hate hashtags is what I call them. And then that always causes a lot of comment fog. I've removed a lot of the comments there, but I'll show you where the entry is. So here's the entry here. That's the link to the video. If I click on that, it'll go to the Percy entry. I've looked at it. I've approved it. Okay, it's a nice entry. But sadly, because it's a reply comment, it's so easily hidden. And I'll remind you of how they're hidden there. It's hidden away again. Well, okay, that was the first entry, sort of hidden away under a reply comment. Let me go up and try and find the second entry, but it was actually the first one I found for the fact that it was caught up in the spam filter. And I'll just show you what's going on here. Okay, I think it's here, but once again, the link has been hidden away because it's been hidden away under the hide replies, and hopefully it'll be revealed in a second. That is, if I can get this to work. And I think I've got to reload the page to have this visible again. Let me filter it to newest comment first again, and we will scroll down and we'll try and find this entry, and hopefully it won't be hidden away under, there it is there. There it is there. That is the first one I found, but it's actually the second entry in this giveaway. It's a fantastic entry. I've got nothing against this entry, but it would be nice if when people are entering this to have your link in your first comment, because what this user has done, it's Oliver the GWR11, he's put a comment in here and there's no link in here, but then as a reply comment he's put his collection link. I think the links need to be in your main comment or else it's going to end up being a total and utter disaster. Let me show you how to enter and put a link into a comment, because a few people have asked about that. Just let me go back to the video if I can find out where it is. Well, it's like an echo of myself here looking at my own stuff again. I'll show you how to enter. What I'd like you to do is start off a new comment. Now that box there, on YouTube at least, is how you kick off a new comment. You just click on it, and we're going to put a link in there and something to say, but you can close this up again. What's been happening is that people are putting in reply comments. It'd be really nice to steer clear of reply comments and kick off by doing a individual comment just like that. And in here we're going to put a link and also something to say. Purely as an example here, I'm going to pick off this one here by Rosie the Cutie. I'm going to look at this video here and grab the URL. Rosie could certainly enter if she wants to. Again, this is from another giveaway that I did, but she's got 5 and more Percys, that would be eligible to be in. Okay, if Rosie was going to enter, I'm on her video that she could enter with. It's eligible. I don't care if it's an old video, you can make a new one if you want. I'm going to highlight her URL there. I just drag the mouse by clicking the mouse button down over it. I'm then going to do a drop down list by clicking some other button on the mouse. I'm going to press copy. I'm then going to go over to my video, which is the one we're going to enter in. We're going to get down to the comments here. We're going to make a new comment, aren't we, boys and girls? Yes, Leo. And then I'm going to press paste. And there is a link to Rosie's video. And if I press enter, then I can come in and type in, you know, I love Leo. And then if I publish this, it's going to cause confusion and delay, but I will not publish it. And by publish it, I mean to press post. So you press that there, and then the comment will be, well, basically sent to the spam folder. So let me strip this out and I will show you it again. I'll close that comment thing down. Okay, we're going to go in with a new comment. We're going to paste in our link because it'll still be there in my case, I hope. And this time I'm going to write, I love Rosie. Yay! So I hope I've explained that. This is the first time I've really tried this sincerely since the video responses were removed. They were great because you could control who was trying to connect to your giveaway. It's a bit of a free-for-all now, and I'm noticing a lot of comment fog without singling out anyone, but I do notice if I see people coming back every day and laying in comment after comment after comment, and it's basically just, well, it starts to look like spam. That's what it starts to look like. I'm going to start removing those comments because I need this to be kept fairly clean, and I need to see the entries done not as reply comments but as individual comments with the links in there. I hope that's making everything very clear. And just on making things clear and understanding how to enter, down below the video, although I don't know how it's seen on Google Plus because I can't stand Google Plus, there is the Show More tab. This is where you find out how to enter and what to do. So now I've expanded that out. There's this perpetual blah blah about things you should do to win. Very important that is read. And what's got me really perplexed is there was an entry from the old Mini-Me contest and I was trying to find it's this amazing Percy collection. It's this one here. This never came up. The other day, Tom and X Scale 89 comment reminded me of this YouTuber. Now all of a sudden, this has reappeared. Now I went to his channel today and I looked at some of his videos. Now why wasn't this video in a search the other day? Where did it go? Awesome collection of Percy's there. One second place back in the Mini-Me. I think the Boulder entry won first. Geez, I hope I'm right there. And it had me thinking, since I visited this channel, did it jog YouTube's little memory into thinking it was an important one for me to see in a search? Is that starting to reveal how this place works? The best thing about going to revisit his channel was seeing this user here. Let me show you one of these videos. Okay, the username is FujiKukuko777. I do not know this user. I have not ever spoken to this user, but boy, oh boy, there is a stunning video here, and it's this, well, they're all stunning. Thomas and the Jet Engine one. I can't show this video. Probably even showing this still is going to get me into trouble, but I'm hoping I can get this guy a lot of views and a lot of interest. What he's got here, it's basically an old LP turntable. Do you remember them, boys and girls? I certainly do. He's got Percy here. This is N-Gage, so it's very small. It's very cute. He's got Thomas there, and the Jet Engine is up the back there. Hope you can see my little arrow there pointing at it. He's done a mod to the Jet, and he's got them racing around, but he's got Thomas going a lot faster than Percy because, as we know in the story, Thomas went crazy when that Jet Engine lit up. Now, what is very interesting about the way he's got his video set up here, I don't know whether he can understand English or knows what I'm talking about here, but he's got Japanese first, and then he goes into English in the title. I think what he should do is put the English first and the Japanese second. I'm only saying that because I've got a funny feeling most people who are into this stuff would be typing in English and not Japanese. I'd not seen this guy or this guy's stuff before until I looked at Tom and X's site. Only by chance I saw one of the videos there that he put in a playlist. It's all stunning work. It's very nice. But sadly, it's very underviewed. And I really think it's because he's got the Japanese playing here. Even in the more info area here, he's got Japanese. I think his investment should be to put a bit more English in there. And sure, I came in and laid a comment in. I only just did this today. It's 3 hours ago. And it's just awesome. In fact, all of his work is awesome. I like it all. But sadly, I think he's getting done over because, well, basically YouTube really relies on English searches. It's sometimes tricky to understand scale, especially when you see little toys which are blown up close by the camera. There is the arm. I've got the arrow of the mouse. There's the arm which is part of the record player. I suppose most of my viewers would know what a record player is. He's put a light in the back of the jet engine there as the mod. So this video's got a mod. It's got some stunning play of toys, but boy oh boy, I'm giving it 1000%. I tell you, I was very impressed. Oh, here, this gives you a better idea what's going on here. There is where the record would normally lay, the LP, and there is the arm that plays the record, and it's just stunning. It's beautiful work. I want to see this view number jump right up. I want to see 2 million and something views, not 2,145. Well, it's turned out to be a little lesson about YouTube, and I know we look at it in different ways. You can look at it through Google+. You don't have to be on the native YouTube channel. You could be on a mobile device. But what drew me in here was the thumbnail. Okay, I can't read any of that. I did read Disney Resort Line, but my mind blanked out as soon as I saw the word Disney, as it does. But seeing that thumbnail drew me in. I thought I'll take a look at that, and that triggered off a number of other views on that person's channel, and then me talking about it on my channel. And it all stems back to me going to look at the amazing Percy collection that this YouTuber has. Let's take a walk on the wild side and take a look at who's the top fan at the moment. This is going to surprise some. So many people say, Leo, who's the top fan? Who's the top fan? Well, the person at the top at the moment by default is Trains Extreme. He's got another channel called Extreme Chains. I've met this person, lovely chap, Demetrius. He's just left school. I think we've got a lot of things in common. Although I think his parents think I'm a complete nutter. I hope to see him again. He lives a bit of a drive away from me, but it's a lovely, lovely part of town he lives in. Countryside, that is. Very beautiful part of the place where I live. Second is Bertie the Bus Fan 14. You're doing well. Third is actually someone I know. I met this person for real. Nice chap. He's more of a geek sort of YouTuber. I can't say his channel name. M3Escal1. I don't know how you say it. And Thomas Wooden Escapade Studios comes up as number 4 under the default fan listings. Let's take a look at this via engagement. So looking under engagement at the top 4, we've got Alicia Hancock. Must be a very good viewer of my channel to pull this off, I think. There's a crossover one here, Thomas Wooden Escapade Studio. I have to go and look at that channel. I don't quite know that person. Muhammad Afzal. Hope I'm saying that correctly. And then Cool Guy 9253. You're so awesome. That's the channel name of that one. Well, that's the top 4 there. Well, let's take a look at it a slightly different way. That was engagement. Let's take a look at subscribers since oldest first. This is a very different list. So what we're seeing here is lists of channels that are fairly old on YouTube. Noel Leader, I know Noel personally. Subscribed since 2007. There's Ewan. Ewan had a habit of winning all the giveaways on my channel for a while. He knew how it worked. He's been subscribed since 2008. Trainboy7, wow, one of the most loyal people on my channel. 2008 was when he was kicked in with my channel. And the 4th on the list is Sun Gohan 619. Wow, quite an amazing list. Noel Leader is a very high-end person. He's not a young person at all. All the time I've known Noel, he's been retired, and I've known him for many, many years. He's got a park named after him called Leader Park down just south of Sydney. Very, very instrumental in the coal industry in Australia. I learned a lot from Noel. Very, very keen video maker. He's got things in the National Archives as well. He's the sort of person, when I was a younger person, I looked up to Noel and others like him in his age group. And I thought, wow, these people really achieved a lot in their life. Noel Leader was also a person who voiced a character in Mad Bomber. He's a very, very good friend of mine. Let me slip back to the default because I'll tease you with a few more names. I'm sure you want to see them. Well, just writing below the top 4 people, I've got Trainboy7. If Trains Extreme is the bricks of my channel, well, Trainboy7 is the cement. He's been around. Very, very loyal person, always around. Very nice to have those sort of people on your channel. Kikahui5, I don't know how to say that channel name. He was recently in Sydney. He tried to connect up with me, but hey, I'm tricky to find. You might find me if I was out at Cabramatta, because I'm always looking for a community channel. That's true. Captain K Man OFP 857 is just next. A person, I think he corrects the grammar and remembers things I can't because he's awesome. I'm not. Scissor, that YouTuber, helps me a lot. I helped him get the Simpsons minifigure set. He helped me get a whole box. I think it was series 12, one of the series that I couldn't get. Actually ended up getting a bit of a story behind that, but we'll get to that one day, I hope. Lovely, friendly person, very helpful. And underneath there's Toy Time TV of all people. I've got a fan who's basically a fluffy sock puppet. And of course the person who's driving that sock puppet is Mark Absalon, a person I've known on YouTube for a very long time. Trains Extreme won the top fan prize 2 years ago. James Bowen won last year. He's been given his prize. I'm yet to really have revealed that to you, but we will do that now, and I will just see where he is listed now. He's dropped right out, and he's, well, hasn't been on my channel. There he is there. He's slipped right down. I don't know what's happened to James, but I hope he's okay. James was the top fan from last year. His importance to me can be explained like this. When Mr. Hammer first appeared, before it got razzed up with Wreck-It Ralph, he saw this going on. He said, "Hey Leo, have you seen the comedian called Gallagher?" Gallagher's an interesting chap. A few similarities to me. He shares the first name. His name is Leo Anthony Gallagher Jr. We've got the same hairstyle. It's true. But what's most important is that I checked this comedian out, and I had not heard of him before. James may be aware of him. It's a lesson in about reading your comments about what your viewers have to say, because sometimes they can hold the keys to other kingdoms on YouTube. Gallagher's signature piece is Sledge-O-Matic. I can't show you this because of the copyright wraparound and everything on YouTube. But once I saw Sledge-O-Matic, all of a sudden things on my channel started to change. Let me come in and give you a very, very short example of what I learned from Gallagher via James Bowen's comment. Thank you, James. Let's just say I was going to smash this little cheap toy car up with a hammer, and I was going to make a video about that and have it up on YouTube. Well, what would be really, really, well, exciting to do, obviously, is to just get a hammer and just start clubbing it to death. Okay, smash, 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 smash. But sometimes what's said before and after that is really important. Maybe one way I could do this is say, "Hey little car, you're about to get a belting, smack, smack, smack," but I think we can do better than that. Maybe I could come in and say, "Hey, meet thy maker." Oh, I think we can do better than that. Maybe I could say this is going to hurt you more than it hurts me. No, I think we can do better than that as well. Well, how about this? "Hey boys and girls, what colour do you call that car?" Well, I'm calling it Hammer Tone Blue. Yeah! Thank you, James. And I could come in with an after-wrecking comment like this. Well, that's why you don't spray paint with a hammer. You get far too much overspray. I suppose I could say, you know, if I had a hammer in the morning. Well, it sounds all a bit used, doesn't it? But I tell you what, saying the right thing before and after Mr. Hammer gets used, or Mr. whoever, Mr. Blender, it really makes a big, big difference to presenting that on my videos. And while we're thinking about Mr. Blender, I'll tell you something really, really strange that's happened to the video, which has the toy train being ripped apart in this stunning Blendtec blender. That video on my channel has been one of the worst performing videos that I've ever uploaded. Now I've got to start to ask myself, what is going on there? I am working on a video to show a split screen side by side of this blender plus a Sunbeam, so you see an exact time scale of when one blender lets go versus another. There's nothing wrong with this Blendtec blender. It's a very powerful blender. I think for the fact that it's so powerful is why we had the devastation that we didn't see in the Sunbeam. The Blendtec blender pulled the toy train down to a much finer refinement in a very, very short time. If the jar did not fail, this would have been dust. I'm absolutely certain of it. But I'm still trying to get another jar replaced so I can get this blender up to the school, as I said, and get another blender which will hopefully blend up one of these trains completely. But it is frightful to me how that video is being hidden. I wonder what puppeteering strings are doing that, or is it just my very bad luck? Is it something about seeing things getting wrecked? I don't know, but I think it's a very spectacular video of what happens in there. I love seeing things like that. What I'm working on at the moment is basically that playset there, which is a Trackmaster one with diesel. It's got an excellent model in there. In fact, you've got Cranky as well, versus that playset there. I think my viewers would be very interested to see what's going on between those two playsets. I know many of you have had to suffer through me playing catch up. I had a very bad year on YouTube last year. I was away for 3.5 months, and the year before that I was away for 3 months because of the problems that Google Plus had inflicted on my YouTube channel. I know were serious problems. There's nothing to do with copyright. It was to do with the way basically my channel never connected in properly to Google Plus. It was terrible. It has finally been fixed. It looks like I've been on a good run for a while now. Knock on wood, I'm just tapping my head there. These are the videos I have to come up, and I'm just going to run you through these because I'm almost to the point of getting rid of the old videos that should have been seen like, a year, 2 years ago. There's a bit more to do with the surprise egg. The one I just saw of my son when he looked much younger. There's another version of that. Plus we're going to take a look at a home reader that my son has which had some Thomas models in it. The British Loco collection, 1 to 10. That's a very interesting video. A great little set of trains. A spider fight small. I might dump that. It's just so old now. Thomas, the no-name child reacting to Action Tracks set. That's a very young boy reacting to this play set and how the Thomas doesn't key into his other toys. Once again, children, 18-month-old children don't lie when they see stuff that doesn't work. They're very, very interesting the way they react. Cicadas on the tree. I've got a 1-year study of a mega cicada year versus another year where the next year there was basically no cicadas. Strange thing, cicadas, and there's a bit more of a story. I'll tell you that in that video when we get to it. The Glider Rider Rocket, very old video I made with my son and my daughter playing with this really good toy, and I'm going to add a bit extra onto it to show you the toys today and how it stayed around and stuck with us. Vietnamese Traffic Cop, I might dump that as well. Just the fun of being in Vietnam, watching people. The Hive playset, do you know the Hive playset, the little bees? I bought that at Myer. It was on special, very cheap, very elaborate playset. It's, in a sense, it's an old playset now. I don't think the Hive toys are popular now, but my son loved this playset. It's a very different, stylized looking playset. Adventure Time Funko Tin toys, some of the worst toys that I've ever come across, and we'll be looking into them. The Frog in the Water Tank. Well, I haven't made it. These ticks here, this tick here is if I've edited it, and it's basically a finished video. This other tick is if I've done the thumb. I may dump that one as well. It's old. My son's very young in that video. My Little Pony versus Wreck-It Ralph. I should upload that soon. The Baby Bird Nest study I did last spring. Because we're into autumn now. I suppose people, other parts of the world call it fall. Because we're all reversed to you. You're going into summer. Most of my viewers are going into summer at the moment. Okay, so you don't ask me why Australia is so different. I've never worked it out. Shopkins 2, the second set, the cool fridge. That's getting a bit old, this video. It's a great... My son loved the cool fridge. It's got these cute eggs in it that he just loves. He took those eggs to school, actually. So I know when that toy is very cool and he wants to take it to school. Paw Patrol Lookout playset. That's not bad. Blendtec vs Sunbeam, the split screen. I almost finished that. It took me a while to just get that right. I'm not that good an expert at putting those sorts of videos together, but I've got there, I hope. And one very, very curious video is this Kinder Egg Surprise 24 unboxing about how we do not really get the cool toys that we used to, and we seem to get all these two-dimensional toys that, well, I just go yuck, and actually so does my son. My goodness me, we covered quite a few things in this video. It's probably a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but most importantly, how to enter the Percy giveaway. One of the most common questions I'm asked is about the top fans lists. We ended up seeing that, but we also had a bit of a chat how one of the YouTubers helped me use the hammer and turn those scenes into something a little bit more special. Well, it's time for me to leave this video. I better say these things up the end or it won't be me. Thanks for watching and bye for now.